Hello and welcome. You are watching IndianExpress.com. So the Supreme Court today imposed a fine of just ₹1 on senior advocate Prashant Bhushan in the contempt of court case. Now, as you know, Bhushan was held guilty of contempt of court for two of his tweets that he had posted on June 27 and June 29. Now, the Supreme Court today also told Bhushan to pay this fine by September 15, failing which he will be barred from legal practice for at least 3 years and also will be jailed for at least 3 months. Now, our legal correspondent Anand Krishnan explains what happened in the court today. Listen to him. So, Anand, can you please tell us what did the court say while delivering this verdict? Awarding a fine of just ₹1. It looks very. What do you have to say? What is the analysis? What the court said?
No, it's a nominal punishment. The court has sentenced him to a fine of ₹1, and he has to pay that in the Supreme Court registry by the 15th of this month, failing which he will have to undergo imprisonment of 3 months and debarment from practice for 3 years. So the court, while holding him, as we all know, the court had already held him guilty on August 14th for criminal contempt. This is a continuation of that, and this is the sentencing for that. Now, while sentencing him, it has said that he should not have gone to the press. That by publicizing his statements and giving press interviews on that, he tried to bring the court under pressure. That was an interference in the administration of justice. This is what the court has concluded, and now we do not have the entire order before us, so I would not want to get into the specifics of the order now.
Now, as you know, the Supreme Court had during the arguments told Prashant Bhushan to reconsider his statement and also if he wants to apologize, which Bhushan had actually rejected. Now, after today's verdict, Prashant Bhushan held a press conference and said he will respectfully pay the fine of ₹1 that has been imposed on him, and he still reserves the right to review the judgment of the Supreme Court. Listen to what Prashant Bhushan said today.
I had already said in my first statement to the court, and I quote, I am here to cheerfully submit to any penalty that can be lawfully imposed upon me for what the court has determined to be an offence and what I consider to be the highest duty of a citizen. Therefore, while I reserve my right to seek a review of the conviction and sentencing by way of an appropriate legal remedy, I propose to submit myself to this order and will respectfully pay the fine as I would have submitted to any other lawful punishment. I have always had the greatest respect for the institution of the Supreme Court. I have always believed it to be the last bastion of hope, particularly for the weak and oppressed, who knock at its door for the protection of their rights, often against a powerful executive. My tweets were not intended in any way to disrespect the Supreme Court or the judiciary as a whole, but were meant to express my anguish at what I felt was a deviation from its sterling record. The issue was never about me versus the Supreme Court, much less me versus any honorable judges. When the Supreme Court of India wins, every Indian wins. Every Indian wants a strong and independent judiciary. Obviously, if the courts get weakened, it weakens the republic and harms every citizen. I am extremely grateful and humbled by the solidarity and support expressed by countless persons, former judges, lawyers, activists, and fellow citizens who encouraged me to remain firm and true to my beliefs and conscience. They strengthen my hope that this trial may draw the country's attention to the cause of freedom of speech and judicial accountability and reforms. What is very heartening is that this case has become a watershed moment for freedom of speech and seems to have encouraged many people to stand up and speak out against the injustices in our society.